But Deacon Margarita needs to be seated over here because she is our chair and the chair guest today. So would you please welcome Deacon Margarita? This is Margarita Rodriguez. She is a deacon, which in the book of Acts, deacons were appointed to help the apostles so that they could go on with their visioning and teaching and preaching, and the deacons could help the sort of the infrastructure, the needs of the growing community. She is also a divine science practitioner, which is sort of a prayer partner. Sometimes we just want someone to pray with us. Sometimes we can't see the possibilities, and so it's very helpful to have someone who can see them for us. She's also a ministerial candidate, so after the end of July, she will be available to do weddings and other ministerial functions. And she is a spiritual director. So, you know, we keep her pretty busy. And we're gonna learn more about spiritual direction in a minute. But right now, you're involved in so much ministry. You went to seminary, you've served churches in Puerto Rico and Miami, and now here. What called you into ministry? What is it that brought you into this life that you're living?
Well, I think it's been a journey. When I hear all that, I remember that one of my mottos always in life, before even knowing ministry, was, I like to help others. So it kind of lines up with what I do today. But it started at a young age. I was raised by a very devout mother. She was a Catholic, but then she really changed, and she wanted to be a Protestant, and she was. But through her life, she had a profound love for God and a love for prayer. So she instilled that in me, and I think that really was a development. I was able to always love God above everything, and even when I wasn't attending a church, I was able to be given the opportunity in high school and college to be volunteer in different types of things that allow me to help others, and I developed a passion for that. I think later on, when I joined MCC in Puerto Rico, is when I started really, having that love in the church for the work inside the church. And it developed from, just cleaning the church and just being helpful, fundraising, whatever was needed. But then when I moved here and attended the Miami church, I was given the opportunity to be participant in the chancel ministry, Eucharist minister, and definitely that opened up that part of prayer life that I wanted to share with others, and I saw that as an opportunity to serve. So as things develop, a friend actually said, why don't you attend seminary? And I was like, not me. And the pastor actually encouraged me and brought me the applications, and I did join. And through that path, even though I did not finish my seminary, I did discover spiritual direction, and that was really my calling. Mm-hmm. So I really understood that was the calling that really kind of joined together with helping others and prayer life. And coming to Sunshine Cathedral will allow me to kind of put all that together and more, mm-hmm. and has allowed me to have a ministry in spiritual direction as well.
In seminary, you didn't finish the pastoral track, but you changed tracks to the spiritual direction track, and that you did finish.
Yes, I did.
So I bet some of us don't know what spiritual direction is. Can you tell us what it is that you do as a spiritual director?
Sure. Spiritual direction is really intentional conversation between two people. One is being the director, one the directee, and really it's about God, exploring that divine power that we call God, or however anyone calls it, not limited, and really to explore that love and deepen that love for God through conversation and meeting once a month, and really guiding someone, coaching someone, definitely not counseling or therapy.
Right, but you do coach people on their individual spiritual path and their deep questions and that sort of thing, the communion with the divine.
Yes, and how do they see God in their everyday life?
Nice. And some people they do it as a love offering, or if they aren't able, then you will just see them anyway, right?
Absolutely.
Is that right? It's here on the campus, and so if anyone needed that sort of service, they can just contact you,
Yes.
and you will meet with them right here, right? What if, because I know you're bilingual, what if someone needed to do it in Spanish? They're more comfortable speaking Spanish. Would you do spiritual direction in Spanish?
Yes, sí.
See? Finally, you're part of a team that leads a Course in Miracles group here on Thursday nights at 6:30. That started in January. We're already 5 months in, and it's going strong, and I hear so many amazing things about it. And I taught the intro class last year. People loved it and said, can we keep doing it? I said, well, if we have someone to lead it, there you step up, and then some others. And so what is it about A Course in Miracles that you find empowering or helpful?
Well, I think for me, it's a mind training course, but for me, it keeps me focused on God every day, and not really on the world that I see. And that helps me to stay in peace, and that way I can bring that peace to others. So that's really what it does for me.
Wow, it doesn't get better than that. Would you please thank Deacon Margarita for sharing her story and ministry with us?